girls, I'm Pinky!
Enough!
And I am the iconoclast, but you may call me Bubba Bo Bob Brain.
Today's story is called Blabber Bing Bang Boom.
No, Pinky, it's called Bubba Bo Bob Brain.
Oh, sorry, Brain. Anyway, boys and girls, when you hear Brain say,
Turn the page.
be sure to do just that.
Turn the page.
Yee-haw, hee-haw, this world is like a seesaw. You're up and you're down. Sure enough, it's true stuff. Yes, one little lab mouse can turn your world around.
I can do it. Yes, I can flush your troubles down the drain. Who am I? I'm Bubba Bo Bob Brain. I've got more power than a chainsaw chain. Who am I? Bubba Bo Bob Brain.
Ooh-wee, howdy, when things get much too rowdy, here's what you do.
Call me, no joke. I'll ride in on that cowpoke. I won't let life hog-tie you. I'll stand beside you through the snow, the sunshine, and the rain. Who am I? I'm Bubba Bo Bob Brain. Yes! I'll keep chugging on like the mystery train. Who am I? I'm Bubba Bo Bob Brain.
Hey, guys, now then, who's the one you call?
Bubba Bo Bob Brain.
I can't hear you, y'all.
Bubba Bo Bob Brain.
That's right, Bubba Bing Bob Boom Shakalaka Brain.
That's Bubba Bo Bob Brain.
That's what I said, Bubba Bing Bob Boom Shakalaka Brain.
It's Bubba Bo Bob Brain.
One of them. Hooah!
Yes!
It was the end of the day at Acme Labs, and the brain was working overtime. Strolling across the printed text of an encyclopedia, he declared,
Pinky, I believe I have conceived my most brilliant plan to date. I shall use subliminal mind control to take over the world. Turn the page.
But Pinky was too busy watching country superstar Willie Ray Cypress on television. He never heard a word Brain was saying. Annoyed by the TV's hypnotic effect on Pinky, Brain clicked it off. Then he climbed on top of a tape recorder, looked his bumbling partner in the eye, and said,
Pinky, do you know what a subliminal message is?
Pinky thought hard.
Something you leave on a subliminal telephone answering machine?
He answered hopefully.
Turn the page. No,
Snapped Brain, pointing to a diagram on the blackboard.
it is a recorded message perceived only by the subconscious mind.
Brain looked proudly at the diagram.
I have recorded such a message.
The brain pressed the play button with Pinky sitting on top of the tape. Spinning around and around and around, Pinky listened to the brain's subliminal message.
Citizens of the world, you are under my control. You will do whatever I say. Turn the page.
When the message was finished, Pinky said,
Ooh, nice mix, but it's not exactly danceable, is it?
with a faraway look in his eyes, Brain declared,
If people heard this message enough times, they would succumb to my control and we could take over the world. What do you think, Pinky?
He asked somberly, for the brain was often somber. Now Pinky, still spinning atop the tape reel, shouted,
Oh, I think I'm getting dizzy and I rather like it.
Sometimes you hurt my head, Pinky.
said Brain, irked by Pinky's foolishness. After the brain played his subliminal message for Pinky, he still had one problem. How to get the message worldwide airplay, over and over and over, For that's how a subliminal message works, you know.
Turn the page.
As the brain paced back and forth, Pinky turned on the TV. Once again, there was Willie Ray Cypress singing his hit song, Achy Hollowhead. The brain looked at his dumbfounded friend and asked,
Pinky, are you pondering what I'm pondering?
I think so, Brain.
Pinky said,
But we'll never get a monkey to use dental floss.
Country music, Pinky.
proclaimed the brain.
I will go to Nashville and become the biggest country music star of all time. Everyone will hear my subliminal message, and I will take over the world. Turn the page.
The brain calculated every ingredient necessary to become a country music megastar. Then he and Pinky went over the list.
A cowboy hat.
Check.
A southern dialect.
Check, y'all.
Ooh, nice, Brain. Working class values.
I enjoy beef jerky and the comedy stylings of Gallagher. Check.
A song.
Check.
A name consisting of not less than 3 words.
From now on, I shall be Bubba Bo Bob Brain. Check.
And a height of at least 6 feet.
Drat. There must be some way for me to increase my height.
Let me think, Brain.
Don't hurt yourself, Pinky.
The brain said in a grave attempt to be funny. But before Pinky could jumpstart his thoughts, the brain came up with a brilliant idea.
Turn the page.
Giant stilts and a pair of giant hand-tailored
By me.
blue jeans, size 3 waist, 72 inseam, to cover them. At the command of
Proceed, Pinky.
Pinky hoisted the jeans up over the stilts like a flag running up a flagpole. The brain hauled himself atop the elaborate contraption, donned his cowboy hat, and yelled.
Hi-yi, yippee-yi-yo. How do I look?
He asked.
Oh, very nice, Brain.
It's Bubba Bo Bob Brain.
Brain said impatiently.
And you are my manager, Colonel Pinky. You discovered me playing guitar on the porch of my humble pig farm. Any questions?
Just one, Brain.
Said Pinky.
When you farm humble pigs, how far apart do you have to plant them?
If I could reach you, I would hurt you.
The brain said, looking way down from atop his long legs. With luggage in one hand and a mouse-sized fistful of dreams in the other, they headed off to Nashville.
Turn the page.
When they arrived at the Rowdy Ranch nightclub, Pinky asked,
What are we doing here, Bubba Bo Bob Brain?
It's Bubba Bo Bob Brain. And according to statistics, an inordinate number of country western superstars have gotten their start at this very establishment. When I give the signal, play the subliminal message tape.
Righto, Bibby Bebopalula.
Sometimes
Brain said calmly.
you frighten me, Pinky.
Just then, the MC announced,
Tonight, we have a newcomer. Let's give a warm southern welcome to Bubba Bo Bob Brain.
with guitar in hand, he nervously addressed the crowd.
Howdy, you all. Here's a little ditty I wrote. Hope you enjoy it. You all.
He began to sing, and the audience, with utter shock, looked up at the lab mouse on stilts.
Turn the page.
Gather round, cowpokes. I've got a story to tell you. Every day I wake up, it's the same old thing. A bell goes off inside my head, ring-a-ding-ding-a-ding. And I'm reminded of a Duke, a prince, and an earl. And that a lab mouse.
We'll take over the world.
Ooh, well done, Brain.
Thank you, Pinky.
Of Memphis, Paris, Nashville, oh, and Aruba.
I'll be chairman, boss the big cheese, and grand poobah. I will achieve this, man, woman, boy, and girl.
Egad, a lab mouse.
We'll take over the world.
You You sound like Johnny Cash, Brain.
I walk the line, Pinky. Into your minds, this thought I will broadcast. Not rabbit, duck, or polar bear, nor squirrel, but someone who was born to be your ruler. A lab mouse will take over the world.
Yeehaw! Watch me pick Brain!
It's a hootenanny. What is a hootenanny, Pinky?
Well, Brain, you're in one.
Yeehaw!
Oh, Brain, may I please do the bridge again?
Yes!
Right, here I go! Into your mind, this thought I will broadcast. Not rabbit, duck, a polar bear, nor squirrel.
No.
But someone who was born to be your ruler. A lab mouse will take over the world.
So partner, bosom buddy,
Zeke and cousins,
the three amigos.
and the dirty dozen.
The truth is timeless, like my twang and mini pearl.
Unless a lab mouse.
We'll take over the world.
Don't you know
A lab mouse
will take over the world?
The audience didn't quite know what to think. He wasn't half good, and he wasn't half bad either. While they were trying to decide, the Brain nodded off stage and whispered.
Now, Pinky.
Pinky raised his portable tape recorder up to another microphone and played the subliminal message.
Citizens of the world, you are under my control. You will do whatever I say. Buy my record and listen to it 20 times a day. Turn the page.
In unison, the audience chanted.
Let's buy his record and listen to it 20 times a day. Let's buy his record and listen to it 20 times a day. Let's buy his record and listen to it.
The next day, Bubba Bo Bob Brain's record started selling faster than marshmallows at a kumbaya sing-along. Yeah, doggies!
I don't know about y'all,
The disc jockeys and talk show host said.
but I can't get enough of Bubba Bo Bob Brain. Let's hear it again.
And
He's the hottest thing to hit Nashville since my mama's jalapeno grits.
And in fact, he was. He made guest appearances on the Nashville Shopping Channel, the Country Matters Network, and the granddaddy of them all, Yeehaw! And to top it off, he won Nashville's Country Tune Award for Best Male Vocalist over 6'6".
Turn the page. Pardon my effervescence,
Brain said humbly,
but your accolade is more than any bucolic mouse merits.
but no one knew what he was talking about.
In other words,
Brain said, disgusted at their lack of language skills.
I'd like to thank my mama and Elvis.
The crowd gave him a standing ovation. In another sign that Bubba Bo Bob Brain had indeed reached the big time, he was the headliner at a Grand Ole Opry concert televised to millions all over the world.
Turn the page.
Backstage, as the Brain paced back and forth, he turned to Pinky.
Do you realize what will happen if the world hears my song just one more time?
An angel will get its wings?
Pinky said brightly.
No, Pinky.
Said the Brain.
My subliminal message will take permanent hold, and the world will be under my control. Now, do you remember what to do?
Yes. I need to make a dental appointment.
Pinky said, staring into his handheld mirror.
Ooh, I have horrible plaque buildup.
Brain was annoyed beyond comprehension.
The tape, Pinky, the tape.
He shouted,
Oh, right.
answered Pinky.
When you give the signal, I play the tape. Sword.
Turn the page.
Good luck, Bubba Bo Bob Brain.
Pinky squealed.
How many times must I tell you? It's...
Bubba Bo Bob Brain!
Shouted the announcer, and the crowd went hog wild. Bubba Bo Bob Brain took the stage, and to the delight of the audience, he shouted,
Yeehaw! Let's start this hootenanny.
He strummed one note and the entire free world, listening and watching, sang along.
Oh, yes, a loud mouse will take over the world. A loud mouse will take over the world. Oh, yes, a loud mouse will take over the world. A loud mouse.
When the song ended, the brain commanded Pinky.
Now,
Pinky started the tape.
you are under my control. You will do whatever I say.
The audience, falling under the spell of Brain's tape, chanted in unison.
I will do whatever he says. Whatever he says. Whatever he says.
Turn the page.
Just then, an ecstatic Pinky cheered.
Way to go, Bubba Bo Bob Brain! No.
The brain, infuriated at Pinky's failure to pronounce his new name correctly again, shouted.
Do me a favor and forget my name. While you're at it, forget you ever knew me.
Brain's words went into the microphone, across the wires, to a satellite, and out into the whole world, where people did exactly as he requested. They forgot about Bubba Bo Bob Brain, and a world that would have been under his control was not. He wasn't even history. It was like he was erased from existence. But still, he stood there on the stage, looking humiliated.
Turn the page.
The audience booed, hissed, and threw things. They wanted to hear and see someone famous, not some skinny singing mouse. Bubba Bo Bob Brain lowered his self-defeated head and directed his stilty legs off stage. At Acme Labs later that night, Pinky and the Brain watched the WB News. Brain's picture appeared on screen behind the newscaster as she read the evening's latest inside story.
A complete unknown somehow made it onto the stage at the Grand Ole Opry.
Turn that off, Pinky.
Demanded the Brain.
I'm trying to concentrate on a better plan for tomorrow night.
What, Brain? What they going to do tomorrow night?
Same thing we do every night, Pinky.
The Brain said, as dramatically as a lab mouse can be dramatic.
Try to take over the world.